I liken it to living in a cat aquarium because there are always cats around me and above me, and the cats bring the catwalks alive. So if you walk through my house without cats, it's at least to me, it's architecturally interesting and I like the feeling. But then when the cats are in it, the house is alive and it just feels good. My name is Peter Cohen, and my house is called House of Nekko, and my nonprofit is called ZenByCat. So my home is filled with cat-friendly features. We've been working on it for 30 years. It's a never-ending project, but there are catwalks and tunnels and doorways and perches and scratch posts. Basically, every room has these catwalks. We've learned over the years to make sure that there's always two ways out of a catwalk, so you don't want to have them climb up into a corner and not have a way out because they'll feel cornered. The tunnels we build, we make sure that we can reach into all the tunnels. We never build a place where the cat can go that we can't get to because the cat will find that spot always. And also for cleaning purposes, we need to access all the catwalks. They ultimately get to decide a lot of things in the house because they're cats. The first thing I did to catify my house, in 1995, I saw a little book by Bob Walker called Tiny Cat House, and he had a house full of catwalks. And because I'm a general contractor, I thought I can do that, and I built a couple catwalks in one room. I was afraid that my cats would sit on the ground and just look at them, but they immediately took to using them, and that started us on this never-ending project of adding more and more catwalks to the house. Catwalks are just basically shelves or anything that a cat can climb, and they're beneficial because cats like to be up above everything. So whether it's a box or a catwalk or anything, if you put a cat in a room, it'll naturally go to the highest point in the room, so it can kind of keep an eye on things. So catwalks just allow the cats to live in the space three-dimensionally instead of just staying on the ground. And they also allow you to connect rooms so the cats can get from A to B without going through your doorway. One of the things we like to tell people about cattifying your house is the things you put in it should be aesthetically pleasing to you, not just the cat. So whether there's a cat in a room or not, I like the look of what I do, and that's what we encourage people to do so they can live with their cats and both enjoy the space. I design my house just based on what I like. I like the colors of my house are all blue, green, and yellow. I like the floating catwalks. There's a particular one in my office, but it's a spiral that one of my carpenters spent a great deal of time building. It's a wood spiral floor to ceiling with a scratch post down the middle. And the cats run up the post and then walk down the spiral. So when I purchased this house in 1988, it came with two indoor-outdoor stray cats that we kind of adopted. And then one was killed by a car and the second one was hit by a car. And while that second one was recuperating, I went to a local shelter and adopted two kittens to keep the cat company. And then I just got hooked on cats, and from then on started rescuing cats. We currently have 24 rescued cats living in House of Nekko. I would say over the past 30 some odd years, we've rescued about 55 cats. I believe in giving homes to so many cats who need homes. And then we try to adopt kittens that people don't want. That is black cats, because amazingly superstition causes them to be hard to place. I like to adopt shy cats because I don't mind spending a year getting a cat to trust me. And the stereotypical kitten that's playful, those are easy to find homes for. So we pick the ones that are a little harder. People often look at the videos of our cats and ask me, how do all your cats get along, and how is your house so clean? And the answer is they don't, and it's a lot of work. FIP, which stands for Feline Infectionous Peritonitis, it's been always fatal disease in cats. It kills 1% to 2% of felines all around the world. And in 2016, one of my cats was diagnosed with FIP, and because of the fame of my house, I was put in touch with researchers at UC Davis, and they were starting a drug trial using human antiviral drugs to try to treat FIP, and my cat got in. That cat, Miss Bean, unfortunately didn't make it all the way through the trial, but during the trial I adopted a second FIP cat named Smokey, and he went on to become one of the first cats in the world cured of FIP. And in gratitude, I created ZenByCat, which is a nonprofit to help raise money for those researchers and other researchers around the world trying to end FIP for all cats. My house is always going through phases of construction because I'm a builder, and I think and cattifying a house is never ending. We see something new we want to build, or when I have time and money and the carpenters have time, we'll just pick a place in the house and say, oh, we should add a bridge or a tunnel or something. And also, there are so many people with so many good ideas. Sometimes I'll see something on YouTube that I want to add it to my house. So it's always some minor things. We are currently on the end of a very big, large remodel where I actually added a basement for the cats and an ADU above a granny suite. The advice I would give to people who are looking to cattify their house is, first and foremost, do things that you like. Don't buy a cat tree that you think is ugly, because you don't want that in your house. Look on the internet and see all the different ideas, whether it's Pinterest or just, Google cattifying. And just, you can start really small. You don't have to spend a lot of money. All of these things are addable. That is, you can buy a couple shelves, and they don't even have to be made for cats, just something for them to climb. I think spending a little more money up front is better. That is, instead of buying a cat tree that will fall apart in 5 months, spend a little bit more that they'll last, both for the planet, so we don't have waste, and also for your budget, and then just have fun. I find humans challenging and hard to understand. To me, I come home from the human world and I sit down and surrounded by cats. It's just very calming. To me, it's how I relax. It's how I escape from the world. But I think whatever animal you are like does that for you. Animals just are honest, and a cat will pee on your pillow and immediately turn around and expect you to pet the cat. There's no duplicity. There's no evil there. And it's simple, right? More simple than humans.